Welcome back. This week on the World Trade Webcast, we're discussing the World Trade Report 2014, released in October by the World Trade Organization. Today we're going to take a closer look at how the rise of the developing world is affecting projections for 2015. According to the WTO report, the increasing importance of developing countries in the global economy will continue to be evident in the coming year. Incomes in developing countries have been converging with those of rich countries since the 1990s because growth has accelerated in developing countries, while in developed economies it has slowed down. The growth spurt in developing countries has been dramatic. After growing at just 1.5% annually in the 1990s, incomes have grown by 4.7% per year on average since then. Meanwhile, annual per capita income growth in the developed world slowed to just 0.9%, down from 2.8% in the 1990s. And developing country G20 members have done particularly well at 5.2% annual growth, while both least developed countries, or LDCs, and other developing countries have grown by 3.7%. Given their size, rapid industrialization, and greater trade openness among developing country G20 members, such as China, India, and Brazil, there's been a ripple effect on other developing countries. And higher demand for commodities resulted in higher prices in the early 2000s, consequently boosting incomes in resource exporting developing countries, including many LDCs. Developing economies as a whole now constitute about half of both global output and global trade. These development patterns have been transforming the world's income distribution. Until 2000, the distribution was characterized by two peaks, one representing poor developing economies and the other corresponding to rich developed economies. Since then, developing economies' convergence has narrowed the gap between rich and poor nations. Most notably, a third peak has emerged in the middle, reflecting the higher growth of many G20 developing countries, such as China, relative to other developing countries. Despite having narrowed the income gap with the industrialized countries, developing economies still have a long development path ahead of them. LDCs remain far behind, with per capita incomes of just 4% of the developed economy's average. That's all the time we have today, but please join us tomorrow as we continue our review of the WTO's 2014 World Trade Report, with a look at rising global value chains. And for our latest schedule of upcoming episodes, subscribe to us with any of the links below and bookmark this page. All of our previous webcasts can be found right here at thinkglobal.com/webcast. And thanks for watching.